Welcome back to Coin Collector Hub, the ultimate destination for rare coin discoveries, history, and jaw-dropping values. Today's video features a coin you might have sitting in your change jar right now, the 1983 D Lincoln 1-cent penny. It looks like any regular penny, but what if I told you it could be worth up to $346,000? Yes, you heard that right. A single penny from 1983 with a small d under the date could make you a fortune if it has the right features. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your own pocket change. Let's start with a quick background. The 1983 D penny features the profile of Abraham Lincoln, America's 16th president, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been in use since 1909, over a century. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to honor Lincoln's 150th birthday. But what makes the 1983 D penny so special? It's not just about Lincoln's legacy. It's about a rare error, and the composition of the coin itself. In 1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned from making pennies out of 95% copper to using zinc coated in copper. This change saved money, but it also caused a number of striking errors in coins during the early 1980s. By 1983, all regular pennies were supposed to be made from the new zinc composition. But somehow, a few 1983 pennies, including the 1983 D, were mistakenly struck on old solid copper planchets, the blanks used before the changeover. That's where the value comes in. So how much are these copper 1983 D pennies worth? In recent years, one such coin, a genuine 1983 D struck on a copper planchet, was authenticated by expert grading companies and sold at auction for as much as $190,000. Another example, depending on condition, luster, strike quality, and whether it's uncirculated or not, has fetched values up to $346,000. Now, these aren't just average coins. They're usually found in mint state condition, which means they've never been in circulation. But even circulated versions, if confirmed to be struck on copper and verified by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC, can still be worth tens of thousands. Wondering if you have a valuable one? Step 1. Check the date and mint mark. Make sure your penny is from 1983 and has a D underneath the date. Step 2. Weigh the coin on a precise digital scale. A copper penny weighs about 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs just 2.5 grams. Step 3. If your penny weighs around 3.11 grams, don't spend it. That could be a rare copper error. Step 4. Get it authenticated. Submit your coin to a reputable coin grading company. They'll analyze it using advanced equipment and give you a certification, the key to high-dollar auction sales. Now, why are these pennies worth so much? Because they were never supposed to exist. The U.S. Mint had already switched to zinc, and these copper planchets were supposed to be gone. So any 1983 D penny struck in copper is considered a mint error of national importance. Collectors go wild over these kinds of errors, especially ones that are so obvious, so rare, and so easy to test at home. So here's the takeaway. Search your old penny jars and rolls for 1983 D Lincoln cents. Weigh every single one. If you find one that weighs 3.1 grams, congratulations, you might be holding a coin worth over $250,000. Always confirm with a trusted expert before trying to sell. Scammers and fake listings are everywhere, so authenticity is everything. Scene. Final thoughts. To this day, only a few of these 1983 D copper pennies are known to exist. That means yours could be the next big discovery. And with coin values at auctions continuing to rise, now's the perfect time to check your change. Do you already own one? Have you weighed your 1983 pennies? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Coin Collector Hub, and tap the bell icon so you never miss a rare coin alert that could make you rich. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting! Let me know if you'd like this script formatted for a teleprompter or with visuals for a slideshow-style video. Today, we're diving deep into one special coin that has shocked collectors and stirred up excitement in the coin community. We're talking about none other than the 1975 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Yes, a simple penny minted in Denver in 1975. But what if I told you it could be worth up to $346,000? That's right, a coin that most people overlooked for decades could now be worth more than the average house. So grab your coin jar, check your pockets, and stay tuned because we're going to explore the history, rarity, errors, and how to know if your 1975 penny is worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's begin with the history behind this coin. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, has become one of the most iconic coins in American history. By 1975, the Lincoln penny had already seen several design and metal composition changes. However, the year 1975 itself holds no official record of major minting errors or variations, and that's what makes the rare 1975 pennies so fascinating. They become legends in the collector world not because of what's common, but because of what's incredibly rare. The D mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, where hundreds of millions of pennies were struck in 1975. To be exact, over 4.5 billion Lincoln cents were minted in Denver that year. So how could a coin so common be worth so much money? Here's the secret: errors, condition, and rarity. Among those billions of coins, a few extremely rare examples have surfaced over the years that show remarkable errors or are in pristine condition that defies the passage of time. We're talking about coins graded MS68 or higher, that's mint state 68, almost flawless, with perfect luster, strike, and no visible marks even under magnification. Now let's talk money. In recent auctions, a flawless 1975 Lincoln penny graded MS68 read by PCGS or NGC has fetched values starting at $199,000. And in some rare private sales and collector circles, even estimates up to $346,000 have been reported. That's not a typo. A 1-cent coin, worth over $250,000, just for being in top condition. But wait, that's not the only reason some of these coins are so valuable. Rare errors on 1975 pennies have been found, including double die obverse errors, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and struck on the wrong planchet. These kinds of mint mistakes are incredibly rare and highly desirable. If you happen to find one in excellent condition with a verified error, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Imagine turning a penny you got in change from a store into a life-changing discovery worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's the magic of coin collecting, and that's why the 1975 penny deserves your attention. So what should you be looking for? First, grab a magnifying glass or a coin microscope and inspect every 1975 penny you can find. Look for a clean strike, no visible scratches or blemishes, and a bright red copper color. These are all signs of a high-grade coin. Next, check for any unusual features, doubled lettering, missing details, or unusual shapes. These could indicate a rare error. And remember, condition is king in the coin world. Even a rare error won't bring high value if the coin is scratched, worn, or corroded. Keep your coins stored properly. Use coin flips or plastic capsules, and avoid touching them with your fingers. Fingerprints and oils can damage the surface over time and reduce value. If you think you've found something special, get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade is the only way to unlock the full market value of a rare coin. Once graded, your 1975 penny could go to auction or be sold privately for a huge return. Now here's something collectors might not know. Some 1975 pennies may have been struck on aluminum or foreign planchets by mistake, and these ultra-rare versions are considered holy grails in the numismatic community. If you come across a 1975 penny that feels lighter or looks different in color or sound when dropped, don't ignore it. That oddity could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. To recap, the 1975 Abraham Lincoln penny might be common in circulation, but a few special examples are worth a fortune. Coins in mint state 68 red condition, or with extreme errors, can bring in anywhere from $199,000 to $346,000 on today's market. So what are you waiting for? Check your change, dig through those coin jars, and don't underestimate any penny you find, because that one copper coin could be the key to a small fortune. And if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins you might already own, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Coin Collector Hub, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a chance to uncover treasure in your pocket. Until next time, keep collecting and keep dreaming big. Your next coin might just be worth more than gold. Would you like a version with visuals or timestamps next? Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today's episode dives deep into one of the most surprising modern penny coins that has taken the collector world by storm: the 2010 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. Yes, that small copper-colored coin you may have overlooked in your change jar could be worth up to $346,000. That's right, this humble penny may be hiding a value as high as $346,000. So make sure you watch this video all the way through, because I'm going to break down why this coin is so valuable, how to identify one, and what it might be worth on today's market. Let's start with a bit of background. The 2010 Lincoln penny features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front, of the coin. But this design has roots that go far back in U.S. history. In fact, Lincoln has been featured on the 1-cent coin since 1909, when the United States Mint released the Lincoln cent to commemorate the 100th anniversary of his birth. The design evolved through the years, but in 2010, something special happened. This year marked the start of a brand new reverse design, following the bicentennial celebration of Lincoln's birth in 2009, which featured 4 unique reverse designs that year. In 2010, the U.S. Mint unveiled the brand new shield reverse design. This design shows a Union shield with a scroll draped across it reading, 1 cent. It symbolizes Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single and united country. The shield is a powerful national emblem, and in the context of this coin, it represents unity and strength, values Lincoln dedicated his life to upholding. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for. Why is the 2010 Lincoln penny worth so much? Most of these coins are only worth face value, just 1 cent. But in rare cases, a small number of these coins have been discovered with extreme value due to minting errors, condition, or other rare characteristics. First and foremost, mint errors. That's where a lot of the big money lies. We're talking about double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and coins struck on the wrong metal composition. Some 2010 Lincoln pennies have been found with incredibly dramatic doubling on the date, the word Liberty, and even on Lincoln's portrait. If you have a 2010 penny that looks slightly off, check it carefully. Any visible doubling could make that coin worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Another key factor is the coin's condition. Coins that have never entered circulation, those graded as mint state 67 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, command big bucks at auction. A pristine, untouched 2010 Lincoln Shield penny in top condition recently sold for $199,000. That's not a typo, just one penny sold for nearly $200,000 simply because it was in flawless condition, with a rare mint error. Even more incredible, a nearly perfect 2010 penny with a unique die clash error and full red color grading went under the hammer for an astonishing $346,000. That's the upper end of the market value. Collectors were willing to go all out for a piece that combined rarity, historical significance, and near-perfect preservation. So, how can you tell if your 2010 penny might be one of these hidden treasures? First, take a close look at the coin under a magnifying glass. Look for any doubling in the lettering, date, or Lincoln's profile. Check for anything that looks slightly misaligned or unusual. A common error is the floating roof variety, where the roof of the Lincoln Memorial on older cents appears detached. Errors like these can also happen on newer shield reverse coins in different forms. Next, check the color. A bright red luster that looks as fresh as the day it was minted is a great sign. Red designated coins are far more valuable than their brown or red-brown counterparts. Finally, consider having your coin professionally graded. It costs a little upfront, but if your coin comes back as a high-grade MS 67 or higher, you could be looking at a payday in the hundreds of thousands. Now let's talk numbers. Most 2010 pennies in circulation are worth just a cent. But if yours is in mint state and features a notable error or is graded as full red, values can climb quickly. A coin with minor doubling or a small strike-through error could fetch between $100 to $500. A coin in superb uncirculated condition without errors can bring in $1,000 to $3,000. A rare error coin, especially with a known variety or an extremely high grade, can command prices between $50,000 and $199,000. And at the top end of the market, those flawless, dramatic error coins with full red color and certified grading are pushing values beyond $300,000, with one selling at $346,000. So before you toss that penny into your change jar or slide it across the counter, take a second look. You never know. You might be holding one of the most valuable modern coins ever minted. That wraps up today's video on the incredible value of the 2010 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Who would have thought such a tiny coin could pack such a huge punch? If you found this video helpful or exciting, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow collectors, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting tips, rare finds, and market updates. Drop a comment below if you've got a 2010 penny and let us know what you discovered. We love hearing your stories. Until next time, happy collecting and keep checking your change. The next $1 million coin might already be in your pocket. Let me know if you'd like this formatted for a video caption, blog post, or read by a narrator.